Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is day 4 of the Nail Team Advent Calendar and I'm super excited for this one. So for day 4 we have the Nail Team's Silver Stars. I'll be honest with you, if I'm honest, I do shy away from these types of glitters only because I never know what to do with them. So to do 2 nails for you guys today was definitely a personal challenge. It's not something that I would normally go for, so yeah, hopefully. You just look at that shine, it's gorgeous. It's so sparkly. So I'm going to go in with Halo's, I think it's Aphrodite maybe? And it's a gorgeous like pinky purple sort of foily glitter gel polish. It does go on, the first coat does go on really quite bare and patchy, and it kind of makes you question it a little bit, but when you put the second coat on you get perfect coverage. So if you have got these and you haven't used them yet, don't freak out, because they do genuinely cover really well with just 2 coats, which, you know, is pretty standard for most polishes if I'm honest. But it's a gorgeous, it changes to like gold, so it's like a chameleon type gel polish, and I just thought it was nice to have as like a darker girly nail design. And the camera doesn't pick it up very well, but every so often you'll get like hints of like gold where the light hits it, depending sort of what angle it's at. So I'm going to go in with Halo's base coat, and I'm just going to use this to place the stars in. If you've got the Halo thick top coat, that works too. It was just because I've run out of the Halo thick top coat, so my next best thing and my other go-to is the base gel from Halo. So I'm using my Crystal Nails picker upper, and I'm just going to place a few stars onto the nail, and then once I've done that I'm going to go in and I'm going to cure it. So what I actually did is I went back in with another 2 coats of base coat, again like I say because I run out of the thick top coat, just to try and sort of encapsulate those stars without adding too much bulk to the nail. And then I added a thin coat of matte, no white matte top coat from Halo as well. I'm just going to go in with some dots, and I'm going to kind of link the stars with dots but create like a dangly bead effect in between them as well. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I'm just using the Crystal Nails white 1 move paint to do this, and the tiniest of dotting tools. It's not a big dotting tool at all for this. I just wanted to try and keep it delicate, girly, but simple. So I'm going in with Halo's no white top coat. I love the shine on it, on those stars. They're so... They almost remind me of a bloody bit of fluff lip. They almost remind me of like shiny bits of kitchen foil, but star shape, obviously. And you know, the background for this, I think it's a comfortable girly. I think this one, it's not too over girly, but it's still a little bit Christmassy again, not too Christmassy, so it's a nice design for all year round, I think, is the honest truth. You could probably get away with this, maybe not so much for summer if you're one of those guys that kind of likes the bright colours. So with this second nail, I've gone completely opposite and I've gone majorly girly. So I'm coming in with Orchid here from Glam & Glitz. Now I found this colour really difficult to work with, and I don't know whether or not my bead was just too dry or I just maybe need to spend a little bit more time with this one. It is a gorgeous colour. And it is still sort of easy to work with. I just couldn't work with it as well as I had done some of the other Glam & Glitzes, so maybe I need to... It felt a little bit thicker to me, but then it is so pigmented, it hasn't marbled, so maybe I think I just probably need a little bit more time with it, is the honest truth. It's such a gorgeous pink. And this is Glam & Glitz Butterfly. And I literally, all I wanted to do was just add a little bit of sparkle over the top of that colour Orchid underneath, just to make it girly and blingy. So I'm going to go in with the platinum gel, and I'm going to put a real thin, it's almost like a fine scrub layer over the top of this. I obviously let the acrylic underneath set a little bit first before I go in with the gel polish, but I'm going to just do a real thin layer, and again, as I've done before in my other videos, I'm just doing a real thin layer so that I can embed those silver stars, or a silver star, into the gel and cure it, so then the gel's also surrounding it. So going in with my Barber 2 brush that I specifically keep for gel, and I'm going to use the Extreme White from Crystal Nails. I'm just going to create a Christmas tree. It didn't 100% come out the way I expected it to. It didn't 100% work the way I wanted it to, but all the same, I think I've got a really good effect with it. I was trying to go for an encapsulated Christmas tree, and I was trying to make like the bobbly bits, like I'm just about to do now, that bobbly bit, higher, so that when I encapsulated and filed, there were going to be whiter areas, so it was going to try and create a depth. Yeah, for the Christmas tree, but that didn't necessarily work as well as I wanted it to, so I had to improvise a little bit, but it still came out really, really nice, and I just created a little bit of snow once I'd sort of finished the nail and stuff. So I'm just going in with that white, and I will flash cure in a minute just to set, because I was finding that where I'd put the second layer up into the first layer, I was kind of knocking it a little bit, and it was starting to lose its pattern. And also, obviously, the bigger the tree gets at the bottom, the more space and background you're going to have. So I've kind of just painted in a bit of white before I go in and I do the next layer of branches of the Christmas tree. I'm just going to put that final layer of branches in. So I've gone ahead and I've fully cured that. And I'm going to use the Nail Team's Ice Crystals in Arctic. And I picked this one purely and simply because it's got the pink, sort of iridescent finish to it. And I was just thinking, you know, fit in really well with this. So I'm going to do a really thin layer just over the Christmas tree and the star. But I'm not going to cure it because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my crystal picker upper and just pick out small bits of, like the tinier bits of that glitter, and just place it so that it looks like there's a little bit of sparkle in between each layer of the Christmas tree. You know, a little bit of tinsel or something, just a bit of Christmas decoration, just to make it that little bit more pink and that little bit more girly. And I've tried to keep it down as close as I can to the layer above where I'm placing the glitter, because where I've placed it, it's going to be thicker where the bobbly bits of the tree are, and they're the bits that I was hoping that once I'd capped and I'd filed a little bit would sort of file through. But like I said, it didn't quite go to plan, but I fixed it, so it was all good. I'm just trying to keep that glitter as low as I can in the ridges of that tree, so that I didn't file into the glitter if anything else. Okay, so now I've done that, what I'm going to do is go in with another thin-ish layer all over. It's like a base layer. And then what I'll do is I'll get a bigger bead and I will use that to encapsulate the whole entire nail, including the Christmas tree. So I went ahead and I finish filed. You can sort of see the look I was going for in the sense that there is some whiter areas at the bottom of the Christmas tree, which is where I'd filed into the extreme gel like I'd hoped to, but it didn't quite work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some no wipe top coat on and just coat that nail to finish with, and then I'm going to go in with the Crystal Nails oil gel in white. So I'm going in with the ultra white oil gel. I'm just going to lay some white just on the edges of each layer of that Christmas tree, and then sprinkle with some of the Nail Team's sugars in Rainbow Shine, I think it's called. I'm using my Barber 2 brush. And the rest of the nail is so girly, it's very sparkly, very colourful for Christmas. I wanted to use the rainbow one just because I thought it was a bit more in keeping with sort of the rest of the look that I was going for, something a little bit fun, something a little bit different than your traditional reds, greens. So this one layer didn't go quite the way I liked it, which was fine. So all I did was I got a wipe and some Menacai Cleanse and wiped off that bottom layer and then just redid it again. And then I'm going to go in again with the royal gel, and I'm just going to put some dots of that royal gel around the nail, just to make it look like there's snow falling. Does anybody else watch their videos at the back and then just look at it and think, I don't know, faff around sometimes when I really don't have to? If that's one thing I've learned over the last few days watching my own videos back, is that I faff a lot. So I'm going to just sprinkle some of that Rainbow Shine sugar glitter from the Nail Team over into it, and then I'll fully cure that in the lamp, and then when it comes out I'll brush off all the glitter, and that will be that nail done. So I really hope you've enjoyed this, I really hope you've enjoyed this, guys. It's definitely been an experience for me the last few days, so if you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate all the guys that have already subscribed to this channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. and don't forget to press that little bell button so that you get notifications every time I upload. I am going to try and do all 24 days of the advent calendar, so hopefully I'll bring you something new every day. I really hope you've enjoyed this, guys, and I will leave you to get on and watch the rest of this video. I'll be finished in a minute anyway. Thanks guys, bye!